Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be how to get free kills with Mr. Kapkan. Now Kapkan's one of those operators where he has a special place in my heart, guys. When I first hit Champion, like the very first time I hit Champion, I actually was a Kapkan main way back in the day. Even before he had the 1.5, I was a just straight up Kapkan main. And long story short, I think I like to think of him as like everybody's like first like real operator. Like if you don't have good aim, this operator is gonna be like your first real operator that you use to like actually like contribute to your team. You know what I mean? And I was the type of player where as long as I got kills, it didn't really matter how I got kills. It was just like as long as I got kills, it would help me, you know what I mean, lock in. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's just like that. You get kills, your KD goes up, and then all of a sudden you're happy, you know, you're having a good time. You can suddenly hit your shots, you know, like there's so many good things about Kapkan throughout, you know, Siege's history, but like he has the SMG, he has C4, you know what I mean? The SMG by itself alone is probably one of the best things about him because, you know what I mean? It's just like one of those guns where it's like, it's not busted, but it's like really good. You know what I mean? And then you have the C4 as well. You have the Kapkan traps, which have potential to get kills alone. But getting us started here, guys, in our first clip, we're going to be playing Bakery, defending the basement on Cafe. Now, I have my Kapkan traps set for Whiskey and also for Small Bake Double Door. Now, the main reason why I have it set up like that is because I notice a lot of times that people don't open up Whiskey Double Door off rip, there's a really good chance they won't shoot the Kapkan traps for Small Bake, you know what I mean? So then when people jump in that window, a lot of times they try to push towards red and try to get free kills. But what I'm doing here when I'm playing inside a Bakery, my goal is to try to shut down a Bakery push. And I also want to swing to contest for Small Bake window hop in as well. Now right here what's going to end up happening is they're going to open up my castle. I'm going to pre-fire towards the window. Luckily I get myself a headshot on one guy outside of the window. And in this type of position, all I want to do is just lock down Bakery. That's like my main priority. And conveniently in the spot that I'm playing right now, they actually can't see you from the window or the double door, which is really good for us. Right here, the ace decides to toss his ace charges in, and he does that as like a distraction, so that way he can walk in himself. But unfortunately for him, he doesn't know exactly where I am, so I end up getting a free kill on him while he crouch walks in. Now I got put up to 1 HP because I got shot in my back by Small Bake window. And then right here, all I really want to do is I want to shut down this Bakery take. Now, what's going to end up happening here for context is a lot of my teammates are going to die, so I'm going to have to get aggressive and try to get some of these numbers back. But for context, one guy's going to push the Bakery double door, and I kind of take like a Hail Mary swing at this guy. Since I'm 1 HP, I might as well swing. And then what ends up happening is it turns into that 1v3 position. However, one of my Kapkan traps actually saves the round for us, and they actually die over by Whiskey, and then the last guy actually eats a Legion Mine, and I end up getting a free kill on a wide swing for him. And that's kind of like the main power of Kapkan. Like, obviously he has like a really good kit overall, but one of the things with him is that like the Kapkan traps can suddenly shift a whole round into a different rotation, and you could end up winning rounds that you probably shouldn't win. But in that last clip, I showed you guys a C4 that you guys can do on Villa, where anybody repels up to the big window, you just wait for a little bit of audio of them being on the window, you toss your nitro cell out. In that last clip, it was actually a OSA shield that got placed out. And in this next clip here, we're going to be on Clubhouse. We sold a 4v1, by the way. I just wanted to include that because I thought it was kind of hilarious. But long story short, in this type of position, I have a C4. This guy tries to go for a default plant. I can just nitro underneath default and secure myself a free kill and secure it around. Now, unfortunately for me, guys, in the lobbies that I play in, since I'm champ on both console and PC, it's kind of hard for me to actually get Kapkan kills in particular, like through the traps. I tried my best to find good Kapkan trap placements for you guys. The reason why we do it on that door, by the way, on console here on the top floor, is because when they walk into that cubby, they're going to have to wide swing to shoot those Kapkan traps if they know it's there. And if they do know it's there, then that gives you an opportunity to shoot him while he tries to shoot the Kapkan traps, which will essentially give you a free kill. It's kind of like an advantage gunfight, if that makes sense. And I've been trying to set up for a step-by-step video for like how to gain advantage on gunfights. Let me know if you guys want to see a video like that, by the way, because I'm currently working on one, and I think it would be a really cool idea to do one like that. But in the champ lobbies that I play in, and I know a lot of these clips don't look like champ lobbies, But unfortunately, with the state of how the game is, you know what I mean, champ lobbies aren't what they used to be back in Rank 1.0. A lot of the time, they're just like, you know what I mean, people are just trying to run and gun, so you get a lot of free kills pretty much every single round. But right here, I get audio that there's a guy trying to walk up my yellow here on the top floor. And so I just sit on the platform here. And I honestly, I like to think of gunfights like this as being like another type of advantage gunfight. Because a lot of people, when they go up staircases, they're not going to be looking at the platform. They're going to be looking towards the top, which will essentially give you free kills as they walk up the staircase. Because what's going to end up happening, and for context, it's going to be a Dokubi, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to walk up the staircase, and he's going to be looking like more up on the staircase, and I'm going to be able to just kill him as he walks up and get myself a free kill. Like right here, he's looking up towards the top already, but he's not checking the platform, so I get myself a free kill. And that's also diffuser down on this example here. And long story short, in this type of position, a 2v3 position, the whole enemy team is basically making a push through admin side, so like admin meeting, and then we have this one guy Buck that tries to retake a gunfight onto me, but I end up killing him, which is fantastic. Now it's a 2v2 position. Last two guys are pushing admin side. I do have a warden here, and what's going to end up happening for context is I have a Valkyrie that's going to start spam marking this Amaru that's going to walk into admin here, so I decided to play aggressive because my teammate is playing kind of aggressive for reception here, and I long story short, my mindset is like, if I kill this guy, we pretty much win the round, because at worst case scenario, if my random sells, then I'll be able to get myself a free 1v1 gunfight, and I have advantage because I have diffuser. Right here, I decided to spray the wall because I get audio that he's pushing through meeting, and I end up guessing right exactly where he would push from, because that's the doorway to meeting to where to admin, and I basically guess the right timing for it and get myself a free kill. But anyway, guys, getting us into our next clip here, once again, we're going to be on Baker defending the basement bomb site. Now, typically when I play any type of C4 operator, I want to go for a nitro outside of Bakery on this double door outside. And this, when you toss it over to the top of the reinforcement like this, it's a very easy opportunity to get yourself free kills. Now, the reason why I stopped going for it is because a lot of times when people drone inside a bakery, if they see me just holding the nitro cell like this, they're just going to walk in and pretty much just get a free kill onto me. So I decided against it, and I really only go for it when I have somebody already playing inside my bakery. But if you're by yourself, just go ahead and just play bakery normally, and you'll be able to hold it pretty easily, because this is one of those positions where it's like, it's actually really easy to get free kills here. Right here, somebody tries to jump in small bake window, but he unfortunately doesn't check for me, so I end up getting myself a free kill for him on the small bake window. That's also part of the reason why playing in bakery is so good, is because you have the option of playing for the actual like push for bakery, and then you have the option for swinging for small bake, which is what a lot of people tend to go for, which is honestly, to me, it doesn't really make sense, because small bake window is kind of a dead push to me, because you're not really going to be doing much from that window in particular. But I notice a lot of people on ranked tend to go for it. And one thing I wanted to quickly mention, I am fast forwarding through this clip because all I'm doing is holding bakery. These guys don't end up challenging me because, like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, if someone's playing in here, it's actually really hard to take a gunfight onto them just because of how much cover you have in here. It's a very difficult gunfight to take. But for context, I have one Kapkan trap that I didn't get to show for this clip in particular, but long story short, Ash is actually going to drop freezer hatch here, and I get a call out from my teammate that another guy jumped in my small bake. We also have diffuser down from the ace earlier for this window, and what ends up happening is after this Ash pretty much rains terror on my whole team, he ends up hitting my Kapkan trap for freezer doorway. Then he kills one of my other teammates, runs into the hallway. He's full sprinting for diffuser, and all I got to do is just swing with a little bit of audio. He's not going to be able to kill me because he's sprinting his guns down. He's not ADS'd in, so I get myself a free kill, and we secured a round. A lot of free kills on that. Next up, we're going to be on Oregon here. Now, this is another good Kapkan trap that I notice works in a lot of lobbies, even in champ lobbies occasionally, depending on how fast enemy team pushes without droning. On that stage door right there for meeting. A lot of people push through big tower, and then they try to... They usually will drone backstairs, and they'll drone like they'll drone like kitchen hallway, maybe in the kitchen itself, and then what will end up happening is their entry player won't wait for the drone to check meeting, and they'll just run right into those Kapkan traps. Unfortunately for this clip, I don't actually get it, but I wanted to bring it up because it is one of those Kapkan traps where it's like a lot of people, like with the way that people drone this site in particular, they don't check that doorway for Kapkan traps, and the entries don't either, so there's usually a free kill waiting for you right there with the Kapkan traps. Now, for this specific round, I play backstairs. I'm playing Kapkan here, and my goal is to shut down any drones that push for backstairs. And this is just to lower how much intel the enemy team gets throughout the round. Right here, I actually get audio that this guy repels up to T3, and for whatever reason, I don't know why this guy does this, but he ends up repelling in, which gives me a free nitro opportunity on his repel in, and I get myself a free kill, which basically shuts down their backstairs push. Now, in this type of position, since I killed one backstairs already, I might as well go back to bunker doorway for tarps here, and basically like just help my team out. Now right here, I'm just double checking to make sure nobody is droning for backstairs again, and nobody is, and my teammate's up there, so I decided like, okay, let's go back to bunker doorway here, just play on tarps and just kind of wait and just listen for a little bit of audio, because all I gotta do is wait, get a little bit of audio right here, and then for this instance, my teammate actually gives me a call out that this guy walked in for bunker. I swing aggressively, get myself a free kill on him, because most people when they walk in for bunker, they're gonna look towards the rotate hole for elbow, so you're usually able to just swing that and get yourself free kills, depending on the level of the enemy team that you're playing. Right here, I'm spraying at the hatch, and the reason why I'm doing that is because we're trying to distract this guy that opened up the meeting hatch. For my Jaeger, or not my Jaeger, my mine that's roaming, so that way he could swing and get aggressive and get this kill for meeting. But since my rotates away, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get aggressive here in my frenzy to finish the clip here. And I try to hit a flank for Habana, but she rotates over to main stairs, and what ends up happening for context is my teammates are going to follow up and kill her because we have the laundry mirror, and that pretty much shuts down her push in general. And then the last guy is Twitch. For context, he's in Freezer, and he's right underneath the default camera, so I'm going to go ahead and walk down Freezer stairs and get myself a free kill for him and secure the round. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's step-by-step video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and give me feedback on the Advantage video if you guys want to see that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.